Hi guys, I hope you are doing good and I hope that all of you are safe and sound wherever you are. So my dear friends, if you have watched my previous videos, in many videos I have told that when you land at the airport itself, you should get your SIN number, as having a SIN number from the airport itself, you will save lot of time in order to go to Service Canada and get your SIN number. You can access various government programs and benefits with the help of that SIN number. So I always insist on people get their SIN number from the airport itself. But guys, because of COVID-19, Service Canada is temporarily closed, which means even though when you land at the airport, you will not be able to get the SIN number. Plus, once you have landed in Canada, all the Service Canada locations are temporarily closed because of COVID-19, and because of which you are not able to apply for in-person SIN number. So guys, in this particular video, we will be talking about how to apply the SIN number online, and I'll show you all the steps of how the form is to be filled and submitted in this particular video. So without further ado, let's just jump into the topic. So my dear friends, let's first understand what SIN is. SIN stands for Social Insurance Number. It is a 9-digit unique number which is given to each and every resident of Canada. That includes Canadian citizens, Canadian permanent residents and Canadian temporary residents. Children born from day 1 are eligible to get SIN numbers, and children above the age of 12 can apply for their own SIN numbers. And my dear friends, SIN is your identity in Canada. Without SIN number, you do not have any identity, you do not have any background, you have absolutely no history in Canada. It is that important. With the help of SIN number, you can apply for various government grants and benefits. With help of SIN number, you can obtain employment. With SIN number, you can it allows you to file your taxes. Basically, whatever you do in Canada or whatever you have in Canada can be all tracked by your SIN number. SIN number is unique for each individual. So my friends, whatever SIN number you have received, it is your responsibility to safeguard it and also to make sure that it cannot be used by anyone else. Now my dear friends, there are 3 ways of obtaining SIN number in Canada. One is by visiting in person to the nearest Service Canada location. But my friends, this option is not available because of COVID-19 and all the Service Canada locations are temporarily closed. Now coming to option number 2, which is by applying online. And third option is applying by mail. But guys, in the context of this video, let us stick to applying online and also for new PR only. Now coming to the documentation part, there are 3 documents that you need to upload when you are applying for your SIN number online. First is your primary document, second secondary document, and third is your proof of address. So my friends, as a new immigrant on PR, here are the following documents that I would like to suggest for you to upload. For primary document, you can either upload your PR card or your COPR document. So my dear friends, assume that you are a new immigrant who had done soft landing. You came to Canada, activated your PR status, got your PR cards, went back to your home country, and now you have come to Canada to settle permanently. So my friends, you already have your PR card with you. So you can upload your PR card as your primary document. However, if you are a new immigrant on PR and you have done hard landing, you do not intend to go back to your home country and come to Canada on a later date, in this case you may not have your PR card with you right away. So you can upload your COPR in this case. But guys, just one small thing you need to take care while uploading your COPR is that your COPR should not be more than 1 year from the day you landed in Canada. Say for example, you landed in Canada on 1st June 2020, then you can use your COPR to apply for your SIN number only till 1st June of 2021. That is 1 year from the date of you have landed in Canada, you can use your COPR. But in most of the cases, if you have your PR card, just upload your PR card and that's it. Only and only if you do not have your PR card, then you can upload your COPR. The secondary document that you have to upload can be your home country passport, first page and last page. Guys, if you do not want to upload your home country passport, you can either upload your Canadian DL or any kind of government issued ID card in Canada. But again, my friends, if you are a new immigrant who has just landed to Canada a few days ago, you may not have your driving license, your Canadian driving license, nor you may have any Canadian ID card. Then in that case, your home country passport can serve as a secondary document for you to upload. The third type of document that you have to upload is proof of address. So my dear friends, for proof of address, the most basic document that you can upload is your tenant agreement. But for those of my friends who are still staying in an Airbnb and haven't figured out their long-term accommodation yet, they may open a bank account and they may show the bank statement in which their address is mentioned, or they can request the bank for a letter in which the bank confirms the address. If that also is not possible, then you can have some utility bill which is in your name and your address. You can show that as your proof of address. But that also will take 1 month time from the moment you stay in that apartment and for the bill to get generated. So if that also is not possible, then what you can do is, if you are getting some kind of job offer or an employment, then you can show that employment contract which has your address in it. So that also is acceptable as a proof of address. So you have to upload all these 3 type of documents when you are submitting online. So my friends, this is the URL that you must use in order to apply for your SIN application online. I'll be giving the URL in the description box, so please copy paste it from there. And once you land on this particular form, you have to fill this in order to apply for your SIN number online. The very first question is application type. Since I'm applying for my first social insurance number, I'll be choosing this option. Applicant's information, I'll be giving some dummy data for now, say ABC, family name at birth XYZ. I'll ignore the other names and family name XYZ. Date of birth, I'll assume this to be say 1st of Jan 2005. Daytime telephone number, I am giving some dummy information for now. Evening telephone number is not mandatory, so I'll ignore. Language of correspondence is English. Now coming to the right hand side, applicant's parent. Guys, as you can see that details of one parent is mandatory, but second parent is completely optional. So I'll put dad's detail first. So MNO is the given name and XYZ is the family name. Now coming to mom, say for example CDE is her name, but her family name at birth should be her maiden surname, not her post marriage surname. So just make a note of it and make sure that you write the correct maiden name and not the post marriage name for your mother. Applicant's gender would be male. Is the applicant currently residing in Canada? Since you have already landed in Canada, I would say yes. And your applicant status in Canada is permanent resident. Applicant's birthplace, I would just put Mumbai, India and Maharashtra for now. Did the applicant ever have a SIN number? So this is your first SIN number application, so which means you did not have SIN number in the past. So I'll just mention as no. Now coming to the mailing address. So my friends, this is the mailing address of the place where you are currently residing in Canada. So just make sure that you enter this place, and this is the place where your SIN number would be mailed to you. So make sure you write it very correctly. So I'll just put some dummy details for now. 222 ABC Street, say Toronto, Canada, Ontario. And so my friends, at this point we have filled this particular form. I would request you all to please browse all the way to the top and make sure all the information is filled, all the information is correct, no spelling mistake, you haven't missed any important detail or anything as such. Guys, the reason I'm stressing you for this particular check is that your SIN number will be associated with the detail which you give here. So if something is wrong, then there is a high likelihood that your application would be rejected. So you don't want that to happen and waste a lot of time in getting your SIN number. So I request you all to please check everything first, and then if everything is right, hit the next button. Now my friends, this is the next screen where you have come. Here it is expected that you will be uploading documents. Now there are 3 documents that you need to submit: primary document, secondary document and proof of address. I have spoken about all 3 of these documents, but just in case if you want more details, click on it. and you can see for permanent residents of Canada, you can either give your PR card, you can give your confirmation of PR, and this is that I was talking about. The confirmation of PR is acceptable if used only within 1 year of the date you become a permanent resident. So this option is available only for people who are doing hard landing. For my friends who have done soft landing and choose to come to Canada after more than 1 year time, this option is not for you. So permanent resident is required after this period. Okay, so I'll move back to the screen, and secondary document required would be your passport, Canadian or foreign. This should be more than enough. And finally, your proof of address will be a residential tenancy agreement if you have already found a long-term accommodation, a bill from any provider, cable, utility, internet, etc., or any employment contract that shows your address, or if you are a student, any document issued by school, college, university can be done. Okay, and even you can show your credit card statement, etc., to which has your address mentioned on it. So assuming that you have all the documents with you, all you have to do is add files. Go and choose whatever files you want to upload. I'll remove this overwrite existing files for now. Choose multiple files and just say add files. All the 3 files would be added over here in the documents upload section. You have to validate that you have added all 3 documents in this. Now the supporting document section is required only if you want to update more than one document, or if you are applying as a parent or a legal guardian for someone else. But if you are applying for your own self, these 3 documents are more than enough. You need not upload anything else. Finally, I would request you all to please read the privacy statement and agree to its terms and conditions. And here you just have to confirm whether you are applying for yourself or you are applying for someone else. If you are applying for someone else, you must mention the relationship, the telephone number, and the name, your name basically. But if you are applying for your own self, just print your name as per your passport, acknowledge that all the information provided is true, and click. So guys, after filling all the data, you will be clicking on the submit button. Please note that I won't be clicking the submit button now because this is a dummy application, and assuming that after filling you will be clicking on the submit button, you would be getting an application receipt similar to this. And in this particular application there would be a SIN number which would be given over here, and also it will be having your created date timestamp right here. I would request you all to please make a note of the SIN application number which is available right here, because whenever you will be contacting Service Canada in regards to your SIN number, you will be provided to give your SIN application number so that they can track and get back to you. So please make a note of this number as it is very important. Now coming to the processing time, my friends, the government has not provided any details on the processing time for online applications. However, by mail if you send, it takes around 20 business days. So hopefully when you submit online, the time frame would be considerably lesser, but they haven't committed on any specific timeline as such. And guys, with this I end this particular video. I hope you all like the contents of it, and if you really do, please do like, comment and subscribe, and don't hesitate to share it with your family, friends and relatives, or with any one of them who is interested to come to Canada. I hope this video was informational and useful to you. So with this I say goodbye, take care and stay healthy, stay safe wherever you are. Bye.